Okay, so we're here. I am assuming that I am okay. Yes, I thought I had my I'll be right back screen. Damn it. There we go. Sorry about that. That didn't expose much of anything, I don't think. So, as usual, I am going to just do a little bit of editing of the stream here, or the description, so that I can do a little bit of explanation. So here we go. We finished Bleak Falls, and we're going to go looking for more alchemy experience. Absolutely, if we can spell experience right. And I'm going to throw some links into the description here. For my mod watch list, etc. And then we're going to go back to the video window, see if I can see anything. Yep. So I have a lot of let me just try to close that out. I have a ton of stuff I want to do, and I want to highlight a couple of new mods that I was looking at. But first, let's just head back to Skyrim and turn off the... Oh, you know what? I do want to just, if I can quickly get here, I'm going to throw the link into Facebook and on our website, or our Facebook channel, which is linked in the description here, so that people can drop in if they like. And I want to try to spell everything right. I'm a sucky typist. And more adventures of Stephen Malthus. And then the link. Hopefully that'll get there. And back to YouTube so I can watch the chat, and back to Skyrim and drop the I'll be right back screen. So there we go. So we are here at the end of Bleak Falls Barrow. I recorded the last half of the Bleak Falls run to try and see if the audio issues would persist in recording, and as opposed to the live streams. So we're going to see, since both of those live streams were from a Sunday when it was very rainy and wet out, I'm wondering whether or not it might have something to do with outside connections. I made about a half-hour recording of the second half of Bleak Falls Barrow, and I listened to a lot of it. I rendered it this morning and I uploaded it, so it's just called Bleak Falls 2 or something like that. I don't think I heard any of the same crunchy crackling in that I did in the live streams. So I'm going to have to assume that it has something to do with my upload, but I'm not sure what. So tonight we'll see if the audio issues persist. Right now it is about 8 in the morning, and we're going to head out. We're going to head over. We're going to give Lucan the golden claw. I think I'm going to stop off at our niece's cabin first and drop off some things. Going to decide what we want to keep and what we don't. Maybe do a little bit of alchemy, and then head over to Riverwood. And then I think we're going to head over across the mountain towards the alchemist's hut and pick up that as a location, grab some stuff, maybe do some more alchemy there. I really want to level up my alchemy. Now, if you've been following any of this series of streams and recordings with Stephen Malthus, we are... Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, no, it's just a different bottle. I thought it was something different. There's usually some potion right there. Sometimes it's a stamina potion or a smithing potion or whatever. It seems to be random. Anyway, if you've been following any of this stream, you'll know that we're working on learning how to use CACO more effectively, and also using a mod called Spell Research. They sort of integrate, and I have discovered oh, that's an interesting looking tree. Now, what mod added that? Fascinating. That must be a Skyland edition. That's lovely. It's like a, well, like an ash maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of got leaves like an ash tree. I don't know. That's very cool. I hadn't noticed that before. So anyway, I think I mentioned a couple of times in the last 2 streams. Was that a... That's a beehive. I need to go get the bees. Good ingredients all. Husks and bees and everything. They have all kinds of wonderful properties. And I heard that hummingbird coming up again. There's some thistle. I think I killed the wolf that's usually lurking around over here. And excuse me for consistently getting distracted and talking about things and then forgetting what I was saying before, but what I was going to get to was that I had mentioned several times, I think in the last couple of streams, that the alchemy tree had changed. And that is true. There are some conflicts between Complete Alchemy and Cooking Overhaul and Ordinator. And there are a couple of patches. Both of them are kind of old, unfortunately, but they seem to be okay. And one of the things that I noticed was that the Experimenter perk was gone, and that's okay, because a lot of the stuff that comes with CACO was retained in the patch. There's 2 versions of the patch. One of them is I believe keeps the CACO tree and adds some Ordinator compatibility to it, and the other one keeps the Ordinator tree and retains some CACO compatibility in that. So I'm using the merged version, which is the ordinator tree with CACO, and I didn't realize that this perk right here, Snake Blood, your resistance to poisons and toxicity increases with the number of ingredients you consume, and I didn't read further than that. Consuming more ingredients will allow you to gradually become more proficient at detecting their subtle properties. That is a replacement for Experimenter, and it is a lot more interesting because it means there's a more random chance, and depending on your level and how many ingredients or numbers of the same ingredient you've consumed, you may or may not discover more properties. That is much cooler way of learning alchemical properties. The Experimenter perk was very convenient. It's very nice that Enai Xion put it down at level 30 instead of making you level through it like it does in the vanilla game. But this is so much cooler in a lot of ways. So I'm looking forward to that. Of course, alchemy levels a lot more slowly with CACO because Cryptopeer changed a lot of the potion values. I do have 3 perks to use. I haven't decided what I'm going to use them on yet, but we're going to just do a quick save here at Anissa's cabin. And you'll notice this Anissa's cabin rebuilt has added collision to the cabin, so it no longer rains through the roof. It's pouring out, but I'm nice and dry in here. And we're going to harvest some elves ear. We're going to go down in the basement, do a little alchemy, and then we're going to head to Riverwood before it gets too late in the day. And so let's just grab everything out of there, and let's just back up first. And I haven't taken the Snake Blood perk yet, clearly, but I still need to learn some of the first I'm going to try to avoid, if I can, eating things that I only have one of. I know what fire salts does, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Glowing mushrooms, there's one. We know mostly that glowing mushrooms work well with things like snowberries to make resist potions. What I really, really need now is weakness potions, because weakness potions fuel the cauldron that I need to distill ingredients for spell research. So we really want to find some ingredients that have weakness properties and make some real weakness potions. So that's one of our big priorities here. Onyx is an ingredient that I'm going to try distilling in my alembic before we go anywhere. Hey, Blake. Well, go ahead then. Start another playthrough. I'm just nattering on about stuff I'm doing. And let's see. So spider silk, I can grab one there. Thistle branch, I can grab one there. I'm not going to eat the vampire dust. So I really need weakness potions. Now let's do a little bit of alchemy here. Oh, first though, I'm going to pull out the alembic and distill onyx. So let's see. We'll decompose onyx and see what we get out of that. Tellus limus mollus. Okay, that's cool. I have no idea what the fuck it is, but we will find out. Alright, now, because I'm pretty sure onyx is an ingredient added by spell research. Distilled alcohol, I will need mead for that. Incendiary bombs, I'm going to need charcoal, leather, and sulfur. Alright, so can't use the retort yet. but I can use mortar and pestle to do standard alchemy. So let's see what we got here. Still no actual weakness potions, but I can make some health. Let's make some more health potions here. And we'll make some damage health. This is damage the health potion. That's a good potion. That'll level up a little bit. Damage stamina. We can make that, makes it 26%. That doesn't add anything for me. So that's good with me. I can deal with that a little higher level. I will leave those alone for now. Fortify Marksman. I have a few of those already. Magic Fortification. Ravage Health. Let's do some Ravage Health. And clear those. And a couple more of those. Shock Aversion. I'm not doing any spell casting, so alright, we're going to quit alchemy there and dump everything back into the satchel because I don't want to carry it around. So everything but salt, because we need salt for cooking as well. And I probably, yeah, one of these days I'm gonna keep some ingredients with me, but for now no. So let's see, I'm going to throw a couple things back into this chest here, like that stuff I just made, this Tellus Limus stuff, the unusual broken war axe, the old artifact. All of these things are part of spell research that I need to fuel the cauldron in order to fascinating daggers, all that stuff I picked up in Bleak Falls Barrow. And I guess that's about it. I can't, let's see, there's a tanning rack outside. Maybe I can make some more bandages. What do I have in here? There's also a hunter's cache I left behind in Kynes Grove that I need to go back and pick. I'm going to keep this large animal bone with me because I can make another cache marker with it. And I think I already have a cache marker I haven't used. Yep, I do. Alright. And I have animal fat. Alright, I think we're good. So let's get out of here, head over to Riverwood. I'm going to stop off at this tanning rack, make some bandages. I do have to clean the bandages by boiling them first, and we can make leather out of some skeever pelts. I already have a hide cloak, I think, and don't need to make any hoods or bandanas or anything else. Let's make some more strips, but don't use up your water skin making strips, you moron. Alright. Oh wait, ooh, pardon me. I'm gonna make another empty water skin because it's always good to have 3. 3 is sort of the magic number for water skins. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, well, were you watching the stream or the recording I made of the second half of Bleak Falls Barrow? I'm interested if anybody hears either on this stream tonight the same audio issues, or in the recording I made yesterday evening offline, if they hear the same audio issues. I went back and listened to the recording, not all of it, but spot listened through a lot of it, and I didn't hear any of it. So I'm thinking it is a streaming issue and not a an internal computer issue. So, well, okay, the recording. So if you hear it anywhere in that recording when you finish listening to it, if you can stand going through all of it, let me know if you hear any of the same odd. Let's see. Let's make some charred skeever meat. That's a good ingredient to sample. Let's just sample that quickly while we're at it. Oh, interesting. So charred skeever meat is actually a food item and not an alchemy item. I guess I must have set it up that way. No problem in the recording, but you hear it now. Gosh darn it, I have no idea why it's on streams. It's the same mic, it's the same setup, everything is the same. I don't know. It must be, it's either a shadow play issue. I can't think of any other possible. Let's get the overlay here. And is there anything in my mic setup here? Well, I have the mic set pretty high. Let me drop that down to 80. Maybe it's just kind of redlining or something. Tell me if that makes my voice too soft. Yes, I did. I killed poor Anise. That's what I would have thought, Ray, that it would have been in the recording too. So, but you never know with things like this, I guess. Who knows? Anyway, let me run off. Oh, that was interesting. Interesting little effect there. I guess that has that's something to do with the collision being turned off for Anise's cabin. That's a modded Anise's cabin. Yeah, well, it was set pretty high, so if you hear a difference now that I've turned it down, then maybe I was just overdriving it. But again, that would have been the same setting I was using for the recordings. So I don't know. I really don't know. I am not an expert. Nor did I play one on TV when it comes to this sort of stuff. Blake, if you're still there, you're more experienced with stuff like this. Maybe you have something to add. I haven't set up Jeremy's mixer yet. It's sitting on the table next to me.
I've been looking for you.
Oh God, now
Got
what?
something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Let's see here.
Ah, a letter from the
Oh,
Jarl.
a letter from the Jarl.
Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay, see ya.
Something?
So I don't know if adding the mixer will solve any of those problems. And once I learn how to set the levels and all that stuff, we'll see. Yes, killing Anise was one of my first orders of business.
The sooner you find the claw...
All right,
the sooner
dude, I found it.
You found it? There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing,
Lots of things are smaller than you
I'm gonna
remember,
put this back where
Lucan.
it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Yeah, it looks pretty big to me. I don't know, it's
It means so much to us to have the
bigger
claw
than
back
it is
where
in a
it
lot of...
belongs. Thank you.
Anyway, all
Thank
right.
you so much.
So,
Take a
let's
look.
see what I can foist off on poor Lucan here. I'm going to sell off this amethyst. And I got 2 of these great sword of shards somehow. I think I picked them both up from the overlords in Bleak Falls Barrow. The hunter's spear don't need that. I need to disenchant for sure. I want that. Yeah, exactly. As I get older, Let's see, what else here? I've got... Make sure so the bone mold armor, I can get rid of that. Don't need it. Don't need the necklace. Necklace of light. No, with the ENB, I tend to have issues with light. Get rid of this amethyst ring, and then we're gonna run over to
It was a pleasure.
Alvor's smelter here.
The Dawn Guard
Oh,
is
go
looking for
away,
anyone willing
Durak.
to fight against the growing
I have no
vampire
interest in the
menace.
Dawn Guard right
What do
now.
you say?
Sadly, now that means I've enabled vampires. So I guess I can get a steel ingot out of the hauberk. That's what I wanted. 4 steel ingots out of that. And not gonna smelt those down. The Imperial Sword I'm using. The shield I'm using. The war pick I want to upgrade. So let's go do that. Let's see what we can get out of the war pick. Pardon me, Alvor.
Whatever you
I
need.
have a little
Why
business
you
to take
see
care
it
of here.
Simple and strong.
26. And we'll compare that to my... Yes, it's better than the Imperial Sword. Alright. So, and let's see if I can make anything interesting here. I don't really want... Oh, I can make an augmenter. Because I have some... That is also... these augmenters and tuners, they belong to spell research. These are things you can equip. I don't yet know what they do. But let's see, an augmenter sounds better than a tuner, right? So let's make that first. And then the next time I get some moonstone, I'll make one of those. This is worth some experience here, and that's not worth a whole lot. So you don't hear crackling. Alright, well let's see if that persists, and if it does, then maybe I was just overdriving the mic. Still don't know why that would only show up in stream as opposed to and I can make my shield a little better. Excellent. As opposed to recording, but who knows? These are the mysteries of life. What's that quote from this game? Something about the mysteries of life? Alright, what's my carry weight? We're doing good with carry weight. How am I doing with... Ooh, I haven't slept for a while. Alright, well let's eat. Couple of cooked potatoes and some mountain flower tea. I'm gonna go sleep for 6 hours, a quick 6 hours in the inn here, and then we're gonna make a night passage across the mountain towards the alchemist's hut and back towards Kynes Grove, where I have a hunter's cache I want to...
Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
You're that visitor, Ben. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I should have slept at Anis's hut. I totally forgot to do that. So, let's see. I'm gonna... Yeah, well, I'm gonna stick with alchemy, and I'm gonna stick with speech, I think. That's where I was before. So, I think I explained this last time, but that's part of Andromeda, the Stones of Skyrim, the updated version that Enai Cheyenne has
We got
uploaded.
rooms and food, drink too.
And
I cook.
so you get to pick
course.
2 rather than having every one of each of the 3 stones have, anyway, you get to pick 2 of them. And it also gives you a buff on something else. So let's see. Let's just eat and drink here before we do anything else. Some cooked rabbit, cooked potatoes. That should do there. And that should get you well hydrated. So let's save. Get rid of these auto saves and save here.
Local favorite
And before Sven starts singing that awful song, no, get out of here. I have thought of that, but I just don't have that. I don't have that personality that Andrew does, you know? He is a natural bard, and I'm just not a natural bard. Now, Ordinator does have an awesome perk that pertains to bards. Oh, come on. Get it right, Hoyt. In the speech tree, where you can become a performer, and then if you get even better, where is it? Irresistible Dance. You can, the two nearest enemy people will become entranced by your amazing performances. But, well. Nope, I'm just not a bard. Let me turn my lantern on. Make it a little easier for everybody to see. I don't know if that's easier or worse. Let's just increase the radius. I don't know if increasing the radius is going to make it expend more fuel or not. Let's see. I can increase it to 900. And that does a little bit. Goes a little farther. Yeah, well, that's exactly, Ray, that is exactly it. I have a hard time, but for a bardic build, it'd be a lot of fun using both the Become a Bard mod and Ordinator. So one of these days, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I don't know if that looks any better on stream than it does on my screen. It certainly washes light out a little bit farther. I know how YouTube darkens things. So we have gone to Helgen quickly to get Unbound triggered and finished and get Live Another Life moving on, so that we won't bug Helgen Reborn out if we play through this long enough. So I'm going to skirt around Helgen. Okay, good. I know it's hard watching on YouTube because I'm streaming it. Whoops, I'm also running off the road here. I'm streaming at 1080, but I don't remember if I'm trying to stream at 60 frames or 30 frames. Right now I'm getting about 50 frames with everything loaded in here. Yes, I have completed Helgen Reborn. Ooh, did I forget to put my... Didn't I make a cloak? No, I have the cloak on. Interesting. How am I drenched if the sky is clear? Unless maybe that's just a very, very delayed script. No, I can see dripping. So where's... It's raining. I'm having a star shower. Interesting. Yes, I've completed Helgen Reborn, and it is really cool. It's a great mod. You get a really nice player home in there in the short tower, and it becomes a really viable little city with all kinds of economy and things going on. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good, non-throwaway fetch quests where you have to go and recruit followers and stuff like that. I can see one problem with increasing the light radius is that the nearby light is just a little bit overdone. Yeah, I'm sweaty. No, I don't think so. I don't know what that's all about. I look. You can see that. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, as I'm looking up, but it's raining when the sky is clear. Yes. Poor Anise. Well, I gave her a nice place for her body to rest, you know, leaning up against that very large tree there, and I thought that was a fitting tribute, you know. So her spirit should be, and now it's starting to snow. Well, maybe there's some weather mod conflicts going on here. I don't know. It always snows when you go up over the mountains here. Let me make sure I know what weapons I have equipped here. I've still got my... Oh, right. That's what I wanted to do. I need to switch over to the war pick. So let's set 22, and the war pick is at 26. So yeah, we'll unfavorite that, favorite that, boom, and put the war pick on 1. And now we're back to... there we go. Yes, I don't intend to get eaten by wolves, but one never knows. Oh, that's those soldiers talking. So I'm watching the stream on my other monitor. Yeah, I think now. Here we go. This is immersive patrols. There is a spawn up here. Well, but that's the South, Ray. I mean, you know, it's always like that in the South, right? So there's a Stormcloak versus Imperial battle that always happens up here. I am not going to loot any of the bodies, but this is an immersive patrols thing. It's if you're looking for steel arrows, it's one of the better places to get steel
Legion's
arrows.
always looking for strong, capable warriors. You think I've got what it takes?
Look at them all. Dead bodies everywhere. There's that battle there. There's a battle on the road between Rorikstead and the junction of the road that goes between Markarth and Whiterun. There's always a battle there. There is, I forget where the other one. There's like 3 or 4 spawn spots for immersive patrols. But this one usually generates the most bodies.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be
Bandit
grateful
camp
you didn't
outside of
simply
Helgen.
attack
Well,
me.
that's kind of... Oh, the one down there. Okay, yeah, on the sort of on the banks of Lake Ilinalta there. Yeah, that's right. There is. But I think the one up here going through this pass, it seems to always generate the most dead bodies. I usually go down by that one when I do the alt start, you know, hunting in the wilds start, because that's where that usually starts, and then you go and use that and Embershard Mine as your sort of first experience, you know, fighting something or other. And the crackling's back. Crap. Well, I have no idea what the problem is. You guys who are more experienced with that kind of thing than I, maybe you can help me figure it out. I have no clue what's doing. What I should do really is just make a real effort to get OBS working and see if it does it with OBS. I should also look and see if there's an update for Shadowplay. That's a possibility. I haven't changed my position relative to the mic. my refrigerator is running, but I don't know if it was running before because I wasn't paying any attention. But again, oh no, see now that recording was only a half hour long. It's quite possible that my refrigerator wasn't running during that recording. I am totally and here I have a texture issue with some ground flora. It's only over here in the rift. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think that I have MFG console loaded. If you will forgive me for 1 second here. Yeah, it's not telling me anything. That's the tree. It's not telling me what this object is or why. Maybe I'm not quite picking it up on the target. Sorry about all the... I'm just trying to figure out what this texture is and where it's coming from so I can figure out what to overwrite. But it seems like it's something vanilla that's gotten screwed up. If anybody's unfamiliar with MFG console, it's a very cool little mod that allows you that gives you a little more information in the console when you click on items, and it helps. I'm going to turn my lantern off because that glare is really bugging me, and I'm going to sleep right now until it gets light in the morning. So let's go for 9 hours. That'll be better for you guys to watch too. Adam's not here to listen to my ice clinking in the glass, but the ice is clinking in the glass, and as they say in Russian, na zdarovye. So we're going to stick with alchemy and speech. And we better eat and drink something. Some potatoes, some rabbit. And I am well hydrated, and we'll eat some Rorikstead cheese. That is food, and I'm going to classify it as medium. And no, we're not doing food spoilage. Alright. And why is it still dark out? Let's take the Alchemist Journal. What time is it? It's 7:52 a.m. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just harvest some of these ingredients and get a move on here. So let's continue to monitor the crackling if anybody can stand watching long enough. And oh, I hate to do this, but I tried. Oh, they're hard to kill. Look at that. I thought he'd be easy to kill. It's a blue-chinned sapphire hummingbird. Well, I don't need a butterfly in a jar. This isn't a legacy playthrough. We got some glow dust. What else is here? Not a whole lot. Bleeding crown. I love the Song of Pelinal, so I'm going to keep that. That's just the way he classified them. I don't know. I think it's just an enemy because I attacked it, frankly. They generally aren't enemies. But all of his mods, if you turn... I mean, they're all pretty high level. I emptied that one. So if you get some of his more advanced enemy mods, they are really... They really... 10 minutes, that's awesome. Oh, did he or she finally kill the hummingbird? Where is it? I'm gonna see if it comes after me. I love its little chirping because it really is. I mean, the hummingbirds really do make that little kind of chirp noise. Let's see if I can avoid bears here. Better save. Well, the refrigerator's still running, so as soon as it goes off, I'll let you know, and we'll see if the crackling goes away. And there's that texture again. It's just in the rift, so I gotta figure out, and there's my son who's playing Rocket League right now. So it's just in the rift, and it looks like some sort of ground mushroom texture. Oh, okay. So I'm going to head north towards Kynes Grove and my hunter's cache. Yeah, it looks like a mushroom. I'm not sure whether it's an actual harvestable mushroom or whether it's just ground texture. I have Skyland, I think, is loaded. You have to check the plugins and mod watch list there, and link in the description to see. I think Skyland is loaded, and I don't remember if I have any mushroom textures loaded. Notice I've gone into third person because I know how hard it can be to watch somebody derp around in first person. I really want as much as I can get of the honey and beehive. Ooh, get away. The honey and let's see if we can kite this. No, kite this bear into the guards here. Oh, I'm running out of stamina. Save me, Mr. Boatman. No. Oh, God, he followed me under the frickin'... This should be good. Well, go after him, Mr. Guard. All right. And the bear ran away. All right. I don't want to hit the guard because then I'm going to be in trouble with... There we go. Excellent. All right. That hummingbird is still following me. That's funny. Now, bear meat is pretty awesome. Very, very tasty. How's my... Yeah, I still got plenty of... It's going to get me or something, or I'm going to get it. Now it's down to half health. I don't know. Maybe it tried attacking the bear. I forget if I have done... I don't think I've come this way before, or if I have... let me just check my journal. Have I done... No, I haven't. I always forget. No, I'm going to stick to the original plan. I'm heading down to Iverstead. This is not going to be a... I was just about to think I was going to do Shroudhearth Barrow here, but that takes too long to screw around with it. In and out, get the Sapphire Claw, run back in, blah, blah, blah. So...
On your way up the 7,000 steps again,
This this part of Iverstedt, I think, is this JK's? I believe this is part of JK.
Honestly, I'm not certain.
Oh,
Get to be
so
allowed into the
another thing I wanted to talk about tonight, as long as all y'all are, or some of y'all are here watching, oh God, oh boy, here comes another bear.
Somebody help! Help!
Come on, guys, let's all take him down together. We get the war pick out.
Stop that!
Oh, you all got him already. Wow. Nice. I tried to help. I really did. So before I go any farther, just let me highlight a couple of cool mods that showed up on the Nexus. Both by the same author, Anubis22, who is seems very active, fairly new. I wrote him a little note on True Armor. So this is an attempt to make armor, the way armor reacts to weapons, more realistic. So you can go and look it up. I won't read the description to you or anything, but True Armor. And he loaded it up with another a sort of a rebalance mod, which I think would probably conflict with some other things, but it's a cool possibility. And so here's the short summary: general balance, magic skills, combat skills. So a lot of this stuff is going to conflict with stuff like Ultimate Combat, but it's some new possibilities anyway. These are new mods, and they look well thought out. His True Armor mod, the question I asked him was, he had mentioned soft conflicts, and in his description down below he mentions soft conflicts. So I asked him whether he thought that would apply to mods like Ultimate Combat, and his answer was that the weapon speed is the issue because of the way the scripting handles weapon speed and the way it rounds up or down from 0 or 1. So, and I remember this happening in another mod, and I can't remember what it was. If it rounds in the wrong direction and then you get a compounded error because of load order, you'll end up with an extremely fast, it's like you're using what's that shout where berserker, where your weapon goes like lightning fast, and that becomes a problem. So it's a soft conflict. It doesn't break the game, but it makes an unrealistic thing happen. So it would be used with caution, but they look really cool, and I'm not going to load it into this load order, but they look interesting. So I thought I'd just highlight them on this and give everybody a heads up and go check them out. And the author is very engaged on the Nexus. He or she is answering just about every comment that comes their way, which is really cool. I'm sure they'll get tired of doing it, but for now, they're really engaged. And we're gonna leave goat meat. I've got enough meat to last me a while. Let's see, if I go that way, it goes back towards White Run. I want to go down this way. So what else did I want to highlight? I don't remember. Where's the road? It's over this way somewhere. I don't remember where it is. Is it down there? Yeah, there it is. And there's usually a saber cat down here, isn't there? Better save. I'll try to stay off to the side here. let me sneak and see if, so I know when something sees me. Is it down here? I think it's down here somewhere. I'm gonna stay off to the right. Well, there's a troll back behind me in its little lair right by the river, and then down here there's a spawn. I think it's usually a saber cat. But you know, I see those butterflies and they're calling to me. I want their wings. And because CACO interacts with Wiseman's flora fixes and integrates a lot of other insect mods, there are tons of new varieties of butterfly. And so it's not just monarchs and blue-winged butterflies. It's all kinds of different ones. And of course, each one has a different alchemical property. You know, duh. Alright, I'm detected by something. There it is, right there. Let's see if we can damage stamina. I don't have any good ravage health. 17 points for 10 seconds. Sure, why not? I'm going to go into first person and try to get a sneak attack in on it here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come on. Damn. Ah, I see it right there. I think that's it. Yep, that was it. Hang on 1 second. I just need to tab over to the window here so I can no, I don't think so. Sorry, I lost track of the chat window there. Let's see if I can get this saber cat before it gets me. Yes. High Elf Imperious perks, not for me. Whoa, almost got swept down by the river there. This is an Imperial character, so it's not that. But yes, I think picking butterfly wings are one of, because of course High Elves are mean, nasty creatures. And that's what they would do, is like picking wings off flies. And I don't need your pelt. Thank you very much. So we've been going about an hour, maybe a little less. I'm going to try to get down to, I hear a bear. Run away quickly and save. And then, there it is, right there. He's coming up the road. I'm running down the road. Yeah, you know what? He's just gonna kill me if I try to take him on. Should I? I'm trying to avoid like taking potions mid-battle here, so I want to be sure that I'm prepared for a battle if I get one. So maybe we can sneak up on this bear and get the jump on him. Nope, now I'm stuck on the terrain here. That's the fox. I don't want to kill the fox. Because bear claws are good ingredients. Whoops. Where'd he go? Yeah, I know, but I have the lake behind me, so I can jump into the lake if he comes after me. He must have climbed up. And I don't hear him barking anymore either. Alright. Screw it. Barking, huffing, whatever bears do. I'm going to switch over to my war pick in case something jumps out at me. I love this path down the mountain. It's one of my favorite spots in Skyrim. It's also one of the spots where it crashes because there's a lot going on down here between Fort Amal and Darkwater Passage and Mistwatch and a whole bunch of stuff, and I have my U-grid set at 7, so I'm a little farther out, so some things trigger a little earlier. So this is one of the spots here. Coming over the hill from Kynes Grove to Windhelm is another one. Coming down from Whitewater, the bandit camp there, Whitewater Watch or whatever it's called, where you get to the bridge near Hunting Brew Meadery is another one. They're all spots that have a tendency to be a little crashy. Alright. I hear another bear. Let's cut through Darkwater Crossing here. Can't remember. Nope, I have not been here yet with this character. By the way, on a side note, I haven't got the crown yet, but I finally, on the Switch, for the first time ever, and literally closing in on 3,000 hours of playing this frickin' game, I finally got all the Stones of Barenziah. And,
Should be good.
so, oh. Leave that poor elk alone. Let me kill him. Yeah, ooh, whoa. I should have known there'd be more than one. Yeah, I'm kind of excited actually. I'm about to go on the quest. It's Torvald's Cave where you go get the crown, and it's a thief build, so it really fits in well. I tried to do it early, but she's still level 30 before I could get everything, because there's the two quest locked stones, the Proudspire Manor and the Thieves Guild. So the last one I did was the Thieves Guild. Used to be there was the third one at the Thalmor Embassy, but they moved the stone out into Reeking Cave, so if you can find the entrance to Reeking Cave, which doesn't have an actual map marker, you can go in and get the stone there. So I have all the stones. It's the first time ever, and I didn't use the map markers mod because there are no mods for the Switch, so I had to sort of look them up and find them as I went. So it was a lot of fun. Now let's just take a look at this stone, because again we're doing Andromeda here, so it's a little different. Oh, I missed that dragonfly. Shoot. So let's just take a quick look at the properties of the Atronach stone under Andromeda. So corrupted arcana, those under the sign of the Atronach can only regenerate magic by slaying enemies. Oblivion bound, their spells are much more effective and cost less magic to cast, and you may only have one sign blessing at a time. So that's normal, but those are the two attributes of the Atronach stone under Andromeda. And I believe that each of the stones also has a passive or once a day bonus after you complete a quest. Mine, when using the Thief Stone, is going to be I don't know what yet because I haven't got it. Anyway. Oh, darn it. Did you tell me when it went away? Because I didn't notice that the refrigerator went off and came back on again. And I can't reach the plug. I could even just like unplug the stupid thing and see if it goes away. I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my headset down. I'm going to continue talking. Hopefully you all can hear me as I walk, because my refrigerator is only about 12 feet away from me. So let me go and see if I can turn the refrigerator off, and I'll keep talking, and you can tell me if you hear the crackling going away. And I'm still talking, and the refrigerator is now off. The refrigerator is now off, and so I just turned the refrigerator down, so it's not running. Did the crackling go away by any chance? I have one other thing I'm going to try if it didn't. So I'm back in my chair with my headset on. Okay, hang on a second. I have one other thing I'm going to try. I'll be right back. Okay, I've tried one other thing. Is the crackling still there? I've turned something else in the house off. So, crackling? No crackling? Actually, I could... Yep, which, Michelle? Yes, it's gone, or no, it's not, or yep, it's still there. I'm going to... This is going to cause... This is going to cause some echo, but I'm going to turn the audio on my YouTube stream on so I can actually hear what it sounds like. This is going to cause... okay. Yeah. This is going to cause some echo, but I'm going to turn the audio on my YouTube stream on so I can actually hear what it sounds like. This is going to cause... okay, I just muted it again. I heard a little bit of it. The only thing, okay, Ray, do you think it's possible that my UPS could be causing some sort of interference? You're a tech guy. That's the only thing that I have added in the last couple months to this system that's different. And it's sitting right next to my desktop computer on the floor next to me. So the desktop, the UPS is plugged into the wall outlet right next to me. The computer is plugged into the UPS. The my backup hard drive is plugged into the UPS. I have a few other things plugged into a pretty high quality outlet strip, or surge protector strip, not just a cheap, a crappy one, but a pretty decent one. What else? So, is there any chance that it might be the UPS? Perhaps I should move it somewhere else. If, like, when the computer fan comes on, it starts some sort of thing. I still, I don't know. I don't know. I had a little heater running too. Which is what I turned. That's the second thing that I turned off. I'm unless the UPS has noise dampening, it could be. Okay, yeah, maybe. Yes, I think it was you. Maybe it was even you who mentioned that the other day, that you had one with filters in it. Yes, I totally forgot about that. I'm gonna have to find the. I'll find the model number, and I'll look it up. So, if it doesn't have noise damping, would it matter if its proximity to the desktop computer, or would that be just completely down the drain, and just having the computer plugged into it is enough to make some kind of interference? Let's go back. I'll just keep on going here, heading towards the Kinds of Grove. So circuits means probably the proximity, the physical proximity, really doesn't matter that much. It's more the outlets it's plugged into. Well, I'll have to figure out what to do about that then. Noise damping strip, and plug it into the UPS, and then plug the UPS into a noise damping strip, but I'd still need to plug the. Okay, it's not RF. Okay, so I'd still need to plug the computer into the UPS for it to do its UPS thing, but if I plug the UPS into a noise damping strip, that would take care of it. UPS into the wall, noise damping strip into the UPS, computer into the noise damping strip. Do I have that right now? Okay, I will go looking for one of those. Let's see, I'm heading home to visit family this weekend, but I will go look for some kind of strip that has an actual filter in it, and see if that takes care of the problem. Meanwhile, I better remember to turn my refrigerator back on, or I'm going to come home to defrosted food tomorrow. as soon as I get to Kynes Grove, I'm gonna stop the stream, guys. Oh, more wolves. Poor things. They're just like rats, you know. I'm not even gonna bother with it, but I am going to dispose of its poor body. Oh dear. Good lord. You know, I'm gonna have to... I need to change my filters. That's ridiculous. You can't even... I had to go and approve your comment that said suck. Good lord. Adam was having that problem yesterday. No, it was on Sunday. Yeah, I got to do something about that too. Oh my. Oh, it's the old orc. No, I'm not going to steal his kills, nor am I going to try to kill him. Why is he wearing fur armor? That's the first time I've ever seen him wear fur armor. Yeah, right, foul language, yeah. It's like my, okay, so my boss, who's the curator, I'm the associate curator, the curator of organs at West Point, right? So there is a rather well-known organist by the name of Claudia Cummings. And she did a concert at West Point. This is years ago now. And during the publicity stage and after the concert, Grant was doing a lot of web work and searches and things like that. And he got flagged as the chief pornographer at West Point because he was searching for something with the word Cummings and organ in it. He still laughs about that. That was like 10 years ago, and he's still laughing about it. Because of course the Army has lots and lots of filters. I can't go to Steam. I can't go to game sites. I can't go anywhere. But strangely enough, I'm allowed to log into Facebook. Of course, you know, security reasons, quite obvious. I can't use USB sticks. I can't use burnt DVDs. If I want to move, you know, pictures that I take, you know, documenting my work, I can't move them. But I believe it or not, I can load them up to Facebook and then download them from Facebook to my computer at work. It's all very, very strange. But anyway, yeah, the Claudia Cummings thing was kind of funny. Anyway, here I am. That was my goal for today's stream. I'm at the Hunter's Cache in Kynes Grove, where I left a few things, including some malachite ore that I want to be able to smelt down at some point when I get my smithing skill up good enough. So I'm going to call it an evening. It's almost 9 o'clock. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been fun. And Ray, thank you a lot for that advice. I'm going to try that, and hopefully that'll work. So until next time, it's been great. Stay warm, everybody. L'chaim. Good night. Bonsoir. And all the other things. Have a cold one, yeah. I'm gonna sip a little bit more from my drink, and I'm gonna go turn my fridge back on right now. Good night, guys.